We need to build and maintain healthy relationships. So we sat down with a clinician from Pine Rest to find out more. We are talking about the topic of relationships and making it through these unusual times. And I am thrilled to have an expert joining us from Pine Rest. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Okay, so I am sure you are seeing all kinds of things in your practice that you haven't seen ever before. Let's talk about how people are processing relationships and isolation and everything that's going with it during this pandemic.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of times, a lot of moms are struggling as well as senior citizens, right? With this new normal of being at home much more often, especially working women, and how to connect with friends. I think it's definitely a new struggle of figuring out how to use technology in the best way, but not be so overwhelmed by all of the Zoom meetings and things like that.
You know, and then we think about the working mom or working dad at home. We're managing that, but now we're educating 2 to 3 children at home too, trying to make sure they meet their Zoom calls and everything. And it's easy to get down on ourselves, isn't it? That we're not doing a good job or we wish we could do better.
Yeah, I think setting realistic expectations is important. You're not a teacher, or most of us are not teachers, and setting that expectation of, I'm going to teach my kid the best that I can, but will they walk out of here a math genius? Maybe not, but as long as they learn the rubrics for this year, I think that's important in that semester.
You know, and then what about as we're talking with friends and family who may not agree with our decisions, whether it's the hybrid education or maybe we've chosen to not send our kids in person even though we had that option. You know, we carry a lot of guilt.
It's a struggle to make the right decision right now. There's so many unknowns. And just hearing information from everywhere. I think that this is one of those topics that might get pushed alongside with religion and politics right now at family gatherings for the holidays. It's really figuring out what works for your family and then being able to speak to friends in a way that's friendly about, well, this is just what works for us, and I'm glad to hear what works for you. But it's coming to that acceptance of there's no right answer right now.
And I think that's what we need to keep in mind, because we want the right answer, but it may not exist.
It may not. And I think this is going to be one of those things in hindsight that we see like, oh, this would have worked out or that would have worked out. But right now, this is new for everyone. No one's really lived through a pandemic before that's alive right now. And it's just figuring out, how do we survive and how do we keep our relationships in peace within those relationships? And arguing about what's best isn't going to really bring that peace or keep us from feeling isolated right now.
So give me your best advice to parents who just feel alone and slightly overwhelmed.
Absolutely. I think reaching out to someone else is important. Others in your community, a lot of parents are putting together these kind of hubs where maybe they meet up and the kids can work with one another, or just being able to connect and say, I'm struggling, and be vulnerable with someone else so they can say back, me too. No one has the right answer right now. Setting boundaries, going outside. It's beautiful fall time in Michigan, going out and looking at the colors, going for walks, as well as having your own Zoom time. Just reach out and have someone else to sit and talk with. If you're a new mom, maybe they can sit with you on their lunch break while you're feeding your baby. Whatever works for you, just finding a way to stay connected.
Thank you for all the good work you're doing at Pine Rest. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.